So today is the opening of the Bothy. It's a grassroots initiative, and it's going to be a recovery community centre. So we'll be running activities here, we'll have drop-ins that people can come and learn about recovery from addiction. There'll be volunteers and peer supporters to help people, and that goes for families as well. Today is the official launch of this place, and we've worked really hard. The community, the local community, have rallied round, putting the carpets, we've knocked down walls. It's been very heartening, the people coming together. But Craigmillar's got a history of that anyway. Like a lot of the schemes in Scotland, we had to do it ourselves. We've set this place up right in the heart of Craigmillar, which has long been one of the deprived areas in Scotland, and we've had a lot of drugs problems in the past, a lot of alcohol problems as well. It was a strong working class area for a long time, and in the 80s when heroin came in, it was at the time of the industry's decline. So it's been pretty bad in the area, and when COVID hit, a lot of the frontline services for helping people to initiate recovery were taken away from the area. So local people in the area with a history of addiction and a lived experience of recovery got together and campaigned, and now services are coming back into the area. So my name is John Arthur, and I'm a local resident, born and bred here. Quite a big family, there was 6 of us. And my dad was almost like a kind of itinerant worker, but my old man loved to drink and he loved to gamble, which was a terrible combination because he wasn't good at either. And so that meant trouble in the family. Alcohol was everywhere. There was 7 breweries in the area, but also it was just every family celebration involved alcohol. And I started drinking at 11. I got drunk the first time at 11. Started smoking at that age as well. Because of the chaos in my house, going to school, it was just nuts. And a lot of my school chums or whatever, school friends, they were in the same boat. The same thing was happening in their houses, so it was nuts. There was so much violence and so much disruption. I left school at 15 with no qualifications and got, started using cannabis at that age as well. And I drank to excess all the time. That was just drinking. That wasn't called drinking to excess, or it was just the way we did it. But I would have blackouts all the time. I left this area because I thought, I've got a problem here. And I thought it was the people and the places round about. So I joined the army. You had to be able to fight your corner, and there was obviously the violence that you've seen on the streets of Belfast and other places. And so I just used drink, which was quite normal in the army. And that went on and on and on and on. I came out of the army and kind of lost jobs as a result of my drinking and drugging and stuff like that. And I lost relationships, all that kind of stuff, all the stuff that you would hear in that misery lit. And actually, what happened was I met someone. We sat at lunchtime and he told me he was in recovery. I would never have guessed, and he inspired me to go and try it. And I went along to one of the anonymous fellowships. I got well for a while. I stopped using for 10 months, everything I stopped using. But my brain just went into overdrive, and it was so painful that I felt I had to use again. And I did that quite a few times before I finally got into long-term abstinent recovery. My life opened up as a result of recovery, but it was such a challenging time because you've got all these thoughts coming back. You're faced with what you did in the past. The reason you used, you found out, was so that you didn't feel those feelings. And so now you're faced with all the feelings, but you're now 39 or 40 years old, and you've not had all those formative years where people build up resilience to setbacks. And thankfully, that's where the community comes in and helps you. So having somebody that walks beside you to that, that's maybe been through it, that peer support, is absolutely vital. That's the beauty of that community approach. It's not one way. You know, we're not going to be evangelical about it. You know, we're going to tell you exactly what we've done and when the light kind of switched on for us and what help is out there. When your head is falling apart and you think, I'm going to go back to using, I can't deal with it. Come along, have a cup of tea, have a fact, let's go for a walk. You're going to be all right. This is, you know, you'll learn that this comes up and you'll be able to get over it. It's an individual journey. A lot of us have got experience of different ways of doing it. So come along, come in. If we can help, we will.